World War III, Russia warned North Korea is to test long-range missile capable of reaching USA. North Korea is preparing to test a long-range missile that it believes can reach the west coast of America, according to a Russian lawmaker. The Russian sent out the warning after he visited Pyongyang, according to RIA. Anton Morozov, a member of the Russian Duma's International Affairs Committee, and 2 other Russian lawmakers visited Pyongyang on October 2 to 6, RIA reported. Mr. Morozov said, they are preparing for new tests of a long-range missile. They even gave us mathematical calculations that they believe prove that their missile can hit the west coast of the United States. As far as we understand, they intend to launch one more long-range missile in the near future. And in general, their mood is rather belligerent. The provocative move will anger US President Donald Trump, who has repeatedly warned the rogue state that he will totally destroy the country if the US is threatened. But the warnings appear to have fallen on deaf ears as the North gets set to test another nuclear missile. US officials have not yet responded to the claim. However, earlier today, President Trump delivered a foreboding message, telling reporters as he posed for photos with his senior military leaders that this might be the calm before the storm. White House reporters were summoned suddenly on Thursday evening and told the president had decided he wanted the press to document a dinner he was holding with the military leaders and their wives. Reporters were led hastily to the Grand State Dining Room, where they walked into a scene of the president, his highest-ranking military aides and their wives posing for a group photo. During the meeting, Mr. Trump talked about the threat from North Korea and preventing Iran from getting a nuclear weapon. He said, "In North Korea, our goal is denuclearization. We cannot allow this dictatorship to threaten our nation or our allies with unimaginable loss of life. We will do what we must do to prevent that from happening. And it will be done, if necessary, believe me." North Korea just conducted its 6th and by far largest nuclear test, moving closer to its goal of mounting a nuclear warhead on an intercontinental ballistic missile. It has repeatedly threatened to obliterate the United States from the map. Such bellicose language from the North is common. It has spent years issuing over-the-top dispatches through its propaganda apparatus promising to destroy the United States. However, its chemical weapons stockpile is a concern for peace and stability on the Korean peninsula and beyond, the world's chemical watchdog said. The Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons Director General Amit Uzumacu urged countries to pressurize Pyongyang to get rid of them. Estimates say there are between 3,000 to 5,000 tons of chemical weapons in North Korea's arsenal, according to Mr. Uzumacu. Pyongyang publicly claims that it has no chemical arms. But according to the Washington-based Nuclear Threat Initiative, a non-profit organization, the isolated country possesses deadly nerve agents including sarin and VX. Mr. Uzumacu said, the international community should be concerned about North Korea because of its unpredictability. Russia has closer relations with Pyongyang than many other world powers, linked in part to Kim Il-sung, the founder of North Korea and the current leader's grandfather, having lived for a time in the Soviet Union.